Good evening. Yes, Auntie's in her robe again because I am home and I am very comfortable, and this is just what it is. I mean, everyone has their favorite something. This is my favorite something for in the house. I don't believe in wasting a whole outfit to sit in the house. Nobody is going to be seeing me in this outfit, so why am I wearing it in the house? What I do, I put on my robe. Moving forward. Thank you for coming back to another episode of Product of Poetry, where I talk about the product that I've been using in my hair, and I also read you some poetry. So once again, these are the products that I'm using in my hair. Now listen, I know you might hear this music in the background. Yeah. In life, we don't make excuses for what we want to do. We just do it. I say this because if you know you want that piece of cake, what you do? You go out there and you buy that piece of cake. And I really want to be out here providing you guys with information as far as hair products that actually work so you're not wasting your money, and also reading you some of my poetry. So I didn't want to make the excuse of not doing it this evening because during the evening time, my son does his music stuff. So, if you hear that music in the background, that's my son. He does his own little music thing. We are a family of talent, let me just say. But going back to this. So right here, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I must say, I've been using this since February 28th. I bought this for $37.99 plus tax on Amazon. You might say, oh my God, that's a lot of money, but look at what you get for this price. I buy a lot of products from this company here, a lot of products. And I must tell you, look, I've been using this since February 28th. Today is March 6th. I mean, I don't know if y'all have been really looking at the previous videos compared to now, but I'm really seeing a major difference in my hair and just using it in 1 week. Look at this. I'm talking fro gang in a moment. Let's see how long it takes for this fro to get popping. But it's looking good. Look at it. This is just using this in 1 week. 1 week of using this. Look at my hair. I kid you not. When they say that this is a miracle oil, this really is a miracle oil. So as I mentioned before, I am very lazy. I'm not going to sit here and part up my hair. So what I do is I just take this and I go right in the scalp. And then I really rub it in. And then I go with this over the top of my head. But I wash my hair with these products. This is what I wash my hair with. To really get this out, as I said, I use a little bit of black soap first to wash my hair. And then I go ahead and, I put this on the outside of my head, the top part, so that it has this nice shine. And this is to get in the scalp. And then you give it a good rub. And then I just pick my hair and then I put on my bonnet. Now, as I told you guys, and I'm going to keep stressing it, okay? Bonnets are for indoor use only. I really don't care what type of design is on that bonnet. You should not be walking outside with the bonnet. You should not. It looks crazy. If no one has told you, I'm going to tell you that right now. Please just stop. But anyway, I digress. Let me continue to digress because I tell you, I do that often, but just follow me here, okay? I will always come back, but I always go around. As I mentioned, I buy a lot of products from this company. I mean, a lot. I go ahead and I get their, they make all these nice little shea butter stuff that I just love purchasing from them. I absolutely do. These are all, you just can't get enough of shea butter. This right here, I use this in the nighttime because it's coconut and shea butter. And you know what the benefits of coconut oil on your face is with the combination of shea butter. Magic in a jar right here. This right here, oh man. But I also get these products for my children to wear. They put it on them because I try to have them use a lot of natural stuff too. I have them doing this from young, so when they get older, they know to use more natural things on their body, because let me tell you, a lot of these stuff that us women wear that have all these chemicals in it, let me tell you, it ages you sooner. So you want to go ahead and try to be as natural as possible when it comes to the products that you're using. So one of my daughters has eczema. So what I've been having her use is this here lemongrass shea butter. Now all of these are shea butter, and they're infused with, this one here is lemongrass, and lemongrass is beneficial. But I went ahead and I purchased this new item, which is the eucalyptus shea butter for her to try. And kids say the funniest things. So after they showered, I passed them this and I said, hey, go ahead and rub this on. And my daughter opens it, she smells it, and she's like, oh, mommy, what is that smell? I said, it's called eucalyptus. She said, mommy, I don't want to lick this. I don't think I should. That's shea butter. I said, no, baby, it is called eucalyptus. That's the name of the shea butter, eucalyptus shea butter, not you can lick this. No, you do not lick shea butter. I never heard anything like that in my life. But like I said, children, they say the funniest things. But going back to what I was saying before, this works. I'm telling y'all right now, it works. And I've only been using this for 1 week. Look at my fro already. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for you guys to really see when it's like this big. Then you can really see what I'm talking about. But even look at my edges. I've been applying the oil here, as I told you, for women or men. Look, if you might have a little bald patch or whatever, and you trying to fill it in to make it grow, get you some of this, and you got to use it religiously, because I've been using this every single day since I got it from last week. You're probably like, oh, if you've been using it every single day, how is it that it's only this much in a week? You want to know why? Because I know how to dab this bad boy in my scalp. I'm not here pouring the whole bottle in my scalp. I go like this, and then I go like this, and I get it in. And remember, I'm also using, I got so much shea butter all over here, all over the place. So allow me a moment, let me grab it. Not only am I using the oil, I'm using this. And it says oil as well, right? But it's thick. So you gotta take it, rub it in your hand to get it into the oil form. So, you know, once you rub it together, it gets nice and warm. I mean, I can show you. Let me show you what I mean. You're going to take it like this. See? And then when you rub it, then you, see, now it's glistening. Then you get that. And the more you put, the more it, you know. And then you just, this is how I do it. I put it right on top of my head. Right on top. Because I need the hair to be shiny. Nobody's trying to walk around with a dry fro. That would look crazy. I'm going to do the afro. My afro needs to be looking well moisturized and not dry. And of course, you know, you got to get the pick. Because, I mean, you're not using a comb for the fro. You got to pick the fro out. That's what I'm doing. I pick the fro out. And then, like I said, you know, you got your little brush to brush down your edges, because that's how I do it. I brush it down. But anyway, I thank you for continuing to be here. And as I mentioned before, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment below. Tell me if you're about to try this oil, to see if It'll also grow your hair and how much it'll grow. Because I'm telling you right now, it's doing wonders for my hair. Oh my God, I'm loving it. It's doing wonders for my hair. Now we're on to the poetry. Because as I mentioned before, this is titled Product of Poetry. So, as I said, the poetry is unrelated to the products. And you never know what will come out my mouth. So what I do is I record the poetry on my other platform, and then I attach it to this video. So when you see it, if you want to see more poems, go ahead and follow me on the other platform. But before I go ahead and hit you with that poem, once again, this is the products that I'm using to grow my fro. This is the conditioner. This is the shampoo. This is the oil. Let me pull it back some. And this is also the oil, but you know, like I said, I'm not part of my hair. I'm throwing this right on top of my bad boy and let the hair just suck it up or do whatever it do. But whatever it's doing something, because look at this. Ow, this looks good. Now, here is the poem. This poem is titled Sexual Maturity. Some of y'all might not like what you're about to hear, but some of y'all need to hear this. So listen up. Some people aren't being sexually satisfied by their husbands or wives. Instead of trying to work it out with their partner, he or she steps outside because despite that discussion, neither were flexible or didn't bother to try, which goes against some principle. Sexual health is just as important as everything else. Those urges, unlike the others, can't be denied and won't subside. It turns you into a different person, sometimes an animal, when it's not being satisfied. Your mood shifts, your body gets stiff. There's a list of things that become affected when those feelings are neglected. It feeds the sexual beast that lies. You become so irritable, maybe even upset. It has everything to do with the lack of or unsatisfying sex. It must be mutual. And just like how everything else in life changes, so might one's sexual preferences as one ages. I mean, sometimes you might want to be on top and sometimes you might want to be on the bottom, especially if you've been together for some time. Unless this area doesn't carry a high percentage, therefore, a lack of dick or a lack of pussy is just fine. But what about the other person? Dealing with the woes of sexual frustration because there are way too many feel-good hormones being confined. The neurochemical cocktail released during an orgasm makes us more connected and aligned, which can make your toes curl as the energy travels up the central area of your spine, up to the crown, relaxing your mind. So tell me, when have you stopped and started feeling yourself to the point where your fantasy has become conceptualized? I mean, that applies if it applies, but if it doesn't, then let it fly. All I'm saying is that sexual health is just as important as everything else, and it shouldn't be compromised. This here is a general warning, because some people would rather lose you over a slice and say, fuck the rest of the pie.